Okay, I did a video about a week ago with my Garrett ATX pulse induction machine. I wanted to show the depth it was getting and the type of signals it gave when hunting Civil War relics. So today I'm going to do the exact same test, only with my Garrett AT Pro. I've got a bunch of Civil War relics and stuff out here. Going to use the exact same relics. Got another camera set up so we can see the VDI readings. And hopefully we'll get a good little video today that shows us a little bit about the performance of the Garrett AT Pro. So let's get right into it. Okay, real quick, just wanted to talk about the setup of the AT Pro. When I'm hunting Civil War relics in the water and on land with this machine, I set it up in Pro Zero mode and I run the iron discrimination between 15 and 20 or so, somewhere in there. For the purposes of this video, I'll run it about 17. And I always run the sensitivity wide open if I can. And yeah, I don't notch anything out. And I dig a whole lot of targets. So that's the setup. Now let's move right into the discrimination and depth of this machine. Okay, the first relic I'm going to start with is this nice Cavalry Spur. My buddy Jeff Bailey found this on Christmas Eve and gave it to me. So let's start at 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. Okay. Next, let's move on to this Carbine Sling buckle at 4 inches, at 6 inches, at 8 inches, at 10 inches. Lost at 10 inches. Alright. How about an iron relic? Here's a stirrup. Let's go 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. 12 inches. 14. Okay. That's probably the most we'll get out of that. Here's a beautiful Yankee breastplate from the American Civil War. Let's try that at 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. 12 inches. 13 inches. So about a foot is about the max depth on that one. Okay, next is this Confederate sword hanger at 4 inches, at 6 inches, at 8 inches, at 10 inches. It's gone. Okay, next let's do this infield trigger guard off an infield rifle. 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches. Pretty much gone at 8 inches. How about a nice Confederate frame buckle, Georgia frame buckle, gutter back? Let's go to 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches. Foot's about the max on that. Alright, next let's do this is a fuse from a Hotchkiss shell. It's a Percussion Fuse brass, 4 inches, at 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, 1 foot, gone. Alright, next let's do an iron butt plate. I believe this is off a carbine rifle. Iron butt plate at 4 inches, at 6 inches, at 8 inches, at 10 inches. At a foot, it's gone. Okay, now some bullets. Here's a 69 caliber 3 ring at 4 inches, at 6 inches, at 8 inches, at 10 inches. Gone. Here's a infield bullet, 4 inches. It's a 58 infield, 6 inches, 8 inches. Here's a carbine bullet with the brass still attached. Let's say 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches. Alright, now let's move on to some smaller items. Here's a gold ring I found in a Civil War camp over in well, I'm not going to tell you where. This one's at 4 inches, gold ring. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. Gold ring's gone. War of 1812 Navy button. 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. Okay. Here's a quarter of a cut coin, an 8 real. At 4 inches. At 6 inches. At 8 inches. 8 inches is about the limit on that. Here is a U.S. large cent. This is a older one. I think it's 1819. Alright, 4 inches, large cent. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. So 8 or so inches is about the limit. Here's a Spanish cob. 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. Looks like 6 inches is about the limit on that Spanish cob. Here's a cast eye button. Confederate block eye. 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. You notice the signal changes as you get further away. Here is a Yankee Eagle button from the Civil War. 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 8 inches is about the limit on that Yankee button. Here's a Seated Liberty half dime, 1856, at 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches. Okay, one more button. Here's a script eye, Confederate script eye. This one has the CS on it. Let's see, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, about 8 to 9 inches. Now to some artillery. Here's a Hotchkiss base cup off of a Hotchkiss shell. Let's go at 6 inches. At 2 inches. Just because. At 8 inches. 10 inches. 12 inches. 15 inches. So it'll read near to 2 foot. Alright, and finally the big Hotchkiss shell. Let's see how it reads. Up close at 4 inches. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. 12 inches. 15 inches. 18 inches. So that's about the limit on that one. Alright, I hope that video helped you guys out and answered some questions about the Garrett AT Pro. It's a great machine. I use it pretty much exclusively for hunting in the water. That's why I have the 5x8 coil on there. I know a lot of people use the stock coil, and you may get a little bit extra depth with that, although I don't think that the VDI signals are going to change. So hopefully this video helped you out. If you liked the video, please subscribe, give it a like below, and if there's a metal detector you'd like me to try this test with, just comment below. I'll try and get my hands on one and get the test done. See you next time.